Hey, Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic here. Today's video I've had a few requests for, but people wanted to know, now that the Volt is out there in the used automotive market and they quit making them in 2019, you could still buy them used, and people are wondering, is there things that they should look out for or what may be problems with these Volts. So today I'm just going to give you my thoughts and ideas. So I own both of these cars, a first generation 2011 Volt and a second generation 2017 Volt. Now, being that I've had the 2011 longer, I know a little more about that and the mileage I have on it. I have 94,000 miles approximately on it, and I can give you a little bit of what I know about that. It's a little more extensive list. For that reason, I'm just going to go with the 2017 and the second generation, just tell you some of the things that I've ran into with it, which really isn't that much. I don't know how many things I'm really going to be able to say about this. There is 44,000 miles on this. I'm trying to think. There's probably been 2 recalls on it. I just recently had one done. It was in the shop. It had to be in the shop for 12 to 14 hours to do the recall. So that's one of the only things is the recalls. Now, I had a problem with this, and I did a video on one of the park assist sensors, but I bottomed out with it because these cars are very low, and when I did, it knocked the park assist sensor silly. So I had to get another one and put it in. They wouldn't have covered that under warranty. And thinking about it, I just thought about that. This 2017, the left front wheel bearing went bad. Right out of warranty, of course. The front left wheel bearing went bad, and I replaced that myself because they wouldn't replace it under warranty. So, maybe another dealer would have, because it was only about 1,000 miles out of warranty, but the dealer that I deal with wouldn't do it. So those are basically the things that have been done with this. Other than that, it's just a matter of driving it. Now, one of the things you got to remember with both of these is, as they get older, the ability of the batteries to hold charge degrades. It's just the way it is. With this one, it's pretty much the same as when I got it. For me, around here in the weather and the way I drive, the 2017 gets about 48 miles on total electric till it then flips over to gasoline. It does that without a problem. One of the other things I can say about the 2017, now some of these things are just coming to me as I talk about it, is when I first got it, it seemed to have an odd smell when it switched over to engine power. That's pretty much gone. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's something that GM's aware of, but it had that issue. So the recalls, the wheel bearing, the park assist sensor, which basically was my fault, but I don't think the wheel bearing should have went at that. Other than that, so far at 44,000 miles, I really don't see any big problem with the 2017. Over to the 2011. Same thing. They call them customer satisfaction something or other. I forget what it is. It's not necessarily a recall, but it is a recall. This one had a plethora of them done to it at one time or another. If you're buying used, that's one of the things that you do want to watch for, is to see if those have been done. You should be able to get them done at the dealership if they haven't been, but if they're already done, that's all the better. I'll talk a little bit more about how you can go about finding that out in a bit. But I did that to it. Another thing is rear brakes and front brakes. I've replaced the rear brakes in this once. Actually, I have a video on that. The pad fell off of the backing, and just from old age. Reason being, the brakes don't get used on these because they have regenerative braking, so it's something to watch. And one of the other things that I've been told, I haven't ran into this yet or looked at it, is because they don't get used, like the front brakes and I guess the rears too, the slide pins and stuff tend to get more rusted because they don't get the use. So, you know, that's something to be aware of. Another thing is engine codes. Be mindful of the engine codes if you're buying it used. See if there is any. If there is, find out what it is. Because any repair on this vehicle could end up costing you quite a bit of money, being that it's an electric vehicle, if it's not covered under a recall or something like that. So that's something to keep in mind. Another thing to be mindful of, especially I noticed this more with the 2011 than the 2017, is if it sets long term, especially without a charger on it, when I get in it, it tends to have a few codes in it. So number one, especially, like I said, I haven't noticed this with the 2017 as much, but the older first generation, at least the 2011, I don't know about other than 2011 because that's all I've owned. But you should keep it plugged in whenever you can, whether it's fully charged or not, because it just seems that it's better for the vehicle. And with saying that again, another thing you got to remember, as I mentioned earlier, is vehicle battery degradation over time. So now I've had this for 9 years, 10 years. It's an 11. 9, 10 years, okay, whatever. But anyhow, I don't get the mileage out of the batteries that I used to. It was never great around here for some reason. I never got the electric mileage that other people talked about. Maybe it's the climate here. But, you know, at most I could get 40 when I bought it new. Now we're down to the 32 to 34 range, which to me still isn't terrible. But do think about that if you're buying one of these used, that there is battery degradation, and the older it is, probably the less amount of electric mileage you're going to get from the battery. So pretty much that's the things that I know to actually look for if you're buying one of these used. I am not recommending that you buy one used. I am just telling you what I know about mine being that they are used vehicles. Now, another good thing to do, as with any vehicle, with your Volts, is look up what recalls or customer satisfaction repairs it has, and the TSBs, Tech Service Bulletins. And anybody can do this. You can go to nhtsa.gov. The best way to do it is if you can get the VIN off of the vehicle, do it. Try and find out the history of the vehicle. You know, if the stuff has been done, you can find that out. The other thing is vehiclehistory.com. It's a free place. You can go to get the vehicle history, which finding the vehicle history, of course, is always a good thing. So be aware when you buy, look what the car has, and as always, you know, look for any other problems that the car may have. It's always a good idea to take it to a certified mechanic or your mechanic to have them look at it. The only thing is, a lot of the mechanics are not familiar with the electric or hybrid cars. You know, suspension and stuff like that is pretty much, you know, it's the same like any other vehicle. But when you get into the internal workings of it, the drivetrain, it's definitely different. But it still won't be a bad idea to have them look at it for problems. So, with saying that, in case anybody's interested, 44,000 miles. I would sell the 2017. I'm thinking about selling it because I have way too many vehicles. The disgruntled mechanic at gmail.com. Get a hold of me if you're interested. I live in central eastern Pennsylvania, so just let me know. So I guess in conclusion, what I can say is, me personally, I like my Volts. What you'll get with a used one, you know, I don't know. I don't know how the person took care of it. For me personally, other than an occasional oil change and doing the brakes and the other small things, there's really not a whole lot of upkeep to these vehicles. I'll be honest. It's basically you run them. Once again, I'm going to put a disclaimer in here. I'm not recommending you buy one. You got to make your own decision on that. But that's what I know about them and feel what you should do if you're going to buy one used. If anybody has any general questions or anything about the Chevy Volts that I can answer, I will. I'm not a professional. There's people out there that know a lot more about them than me, but I own 2 of them, so I at least have some idea about them and the problems that you've seen. So anyhow, this is Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic saying, just remember, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. See you next time. Bye.
Oh, you dirty, rotten bolt! How could you break off? You dirty, rotten mother! Oh, dirty, rotten! How dare you break? Oh, I can't believe it broke off! Not again! Oh, man alive! Son of a... Oh, I can't believe it broke off! Jesus! No wonder I'm the disgruntled mechanic!